Court in Pakistan sentenced a Christian man to death over allegations of sharing hateful content against Muslims on social media. The verdict follows an incident in August last year which led to one of the most severe mob attacks on the Christian community in the eastern Punjab province of Pakistan. The lawyer of the accused has said his verdict will be appealed. Now, for some background on what actually transpired and led to this verdict, in August 2023, mobs of Muslim men set fire to dozens of homes and churches in Punjab province's Jaranwala city after reports that two Christian men had desecrated the Quran. Authorities arrested the two men involved, but no casualties were reported as most Christians fled the area for safety, although police detained over 100 suspects. It remains unclear if any have been convicted. Ihsan Shan, who was not involved in the initial incident or alleged desecration, was accused of reposting images of the defaced Quran pages on his TikTok account. His lawyer said he would challenge the court's extreme verdict, especially given the lack of convictions for those involved in the mob attacks. A police officer involved in the case also highlighted the fact that Shan's actions occurred during a volatile period when authorities were struggling to control the violence. The verdict has led to questions over why Shan received such a severe sentence while the perpetrators of the attack have not been punished. Blasphemy accusations are common in Pakistan and can result in severe consequences under the country's blasphemy laws, which include the death penalty. This is not an isolated incident. Earlier this month, 72-year-old Nasir Masih died after being attacked by a mob in May following blasphemy accusations. In another incident last August, a mob in Faisalabad set several churches on fire after a Christian family was accused of blasphemy as well. The Christian community in Pakistan makes up about 2% of the population. These repeated incidents have often led to an uproar over blasphemy allegations and the violence that ensues post it.
Of all things deadly, let's talk about Pakistan, where if you blaspheme, you die. On Tuesday, dozens of citizens in Karachi rallied against the use and misuse of blasphemy laws, as well as the wrongful conviction and death sentences awarded under it. What triggered that protest, you ask? It was a Pakistani court's decision to impose death sentence on a Christian man charged with posting blasphemous posts on social media. The man in question is one Ihsan Raja Masih. His controversial arrest in August 2023 came after fierce sectarian violence in Jaranwala, Punjab. Groups of Muslim men have burned down dozens of homes and churches in Jaranwala after some residents claimed they saw two Christian men tearing out pages from the Quran. They alleged that the Christian men threw the holy book on the ground and wrote insulting remarks on other pages. The two men were later arrested. No casualties were reported at the time, but terrified Christians fled their homes to safer areas. Though the police arrested more than 100 suspects following the attacks, none of them have been convicted so far. Rather, 188 of them have been set free by the court either on want of evidence against them or on bail. Now, fast forward to last Saturday. Anti-terrorism court special judge pronounced the death sentence against one Ihsan Raja Masih and imposed a fine of 1 million rupees on him. Ihsan, though not party to the desecration, was accused of reposting the defaced pages of the Quran on his TikTok account. His lawyer says that they will appeal against the death sentence. Ihsan was also handed down a total of 22 years of imprisonment under various sections of the Pakistan Penal Code, the Anti-Terrorism Act and the Prevention of Electronic Crimes Act. Amir Farooq, the police officer who first arrested Ihsan, accused him of sharing hateful content at a sensitive time, when the Pakistan authorities were already struggling to contain the violence. Naturally, the extreme measure led to massive outrage in Pakistan. The local Christian community said that what Ihsan did cannot be justified. But why did the court have to order such an extreme verdict, especially when those linked to the attacks are yet to be punished, is the question being raised. The chairman of All Minorities Alliance, Akmal Bhatti, said that even though a year had passed, not a single conviction had been made so far against the men accused of torching the churches and houses of Christians. And we are not surprised, by the way. Blasphemy is punishable by death in Pakistan, remember. It is also common because blasphemy laws are often misused to target religious minorities in the country. But even though blasphemy convictions are common in Pakistan, no one has ever been executed. Most convictions are thrown out on appeal by higher courts. But mobs have in the past lynched suspects before they could even be put on trial. As per Human Rights Watch, at least 65 people have reportedly been killed in Pakistan over claims of blasphemy. Since 1990, expanding the use of blasphemy cases against people for what they say or share on social media has in a way become an invitation for witch hunts. What does the Pakistan government have to say? Nothing much. Following the incident, the government made tall claims and promised that not a single suspect would be spared. But as the Christian community took to the streets on Tuesday, not a word has come from Islamabad. Critics argue that it's high time the Pakistani government amends and ultimately repeals the blasphemy laws. But the Pakistani government has failed to adequately protect minorities. And as a result, Pakistan ranks 7th on the Open Doors World Watch list, indicating that it is 7th most dangerous country in the world for Christians due to the high levels of persecution and discrimination that they face in the country.